It says you're live. Okay.
Yay.
See if you can see over there. And then usually there it is.
Okay, but
Usually
okay, I'm
you
gonna
have
turn this
to
down.
unmute that. Oh yeah.
And to mute it.
And then you can look. Oh yeah, the chat. See? Okay, so we are live. Hey guys. This is our first live together. Welcome to the channel.
Ha! Hey guys, what's up? Sorry for the mess, but I know we're
We're
packing right now.
moving.
We're moving, we're packing. And so as you can see, everything in the background, there's boxes.
Okay, like we are really late to this live. We were supposed
I
to
know.
start at 9. Oh, you
Mhm.
could just put it down. So we were supposed to start at 9. Hi. Hi, Robert.
Hey Robert.
He salutes us. Look. Oh, thank you. Thanks. You guys like our videos. So we are actually actively trying to pack, and we tried to do like a all-nighter yesterday,
It was rough.
but
It was rough. It was rough.
we had to end up stopping.
Yeah.
So
Robert, huh? You also in the military, Robert? Wondering?
did you get your dual citizenships yet? Okay, so my husband was actually born in the Philippines. So yeah, we've got that covered. The only one who's not covered is me. He
That's
says he's retired Air Force.
the retired Air Force?
You know what
Hey,
you know what I read when
hey,
I
check
saw
this
the
out.
AF retired as F. You know, the bad words.
Look at this. Look at this. Spec 4. This is my first uniform back in 2002. Oh wait, this is
That's
actually
my
not mine. This is
uniform.
hers. This is
He
yours.
just saw the combat patch and that's mine.
Yeah.
But
Here you go.
but he fits my stuff.
Hey.
Which makes it super
Yeah,
funny.
check that out. So this just shows you how long we have been in the military. All right. And so
I don't want to wear it right now. Stop making me wear it. I'm trying to talk.
Oh, go ahead.
So, anyways, I know we're a little messy on our live, but thank you.
This is our first time.
Let me see. They said 2018. Okay. Yeah, okay, so when we get to the Philippines, we're just gonna continue to like make some videos and show people our new life over in the Philippines. But that's his home country, so we're really excited to go and live there where he grew up. So that would be nice. Oh my god. That's his uniform.
This is mine. Does it still fit? Does it still fit?
Yeah.
Hey,
but you're an old dude now.
So what happens is when you're going through your old stuff from back in the days, you find weird things, and I can't believe this thing still fits.
I can't believe it still
This
fits
was
you.
like I got this back in
like you were a kid.
2004. 2004. Hey, woo woo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, you make it look good.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, so what other questions do we have out there?
They're saying, did you get your citizenship? Yeah, the citizenship thing was like the easiest thing to get.
Yeah.
It was like a few papers, and it only took the afternoon.
Right, but for me, it took a long time for me to get my dual, right? Because
we waited until we were out of the military to get his dual.
Yeah.
Okay.
So military. If you're in the military for a long time,
Yeah.
actually now soldiers are joining in.
Yeah.
And they have security clearances. I didn't want to lose my security clearance. I didn't want to risk.
Yeah, we waited until
he
he was retired,
and so we had to wait until I was retired completely.
Mm-hmm.
But on to the topic of. What's the topic for today?
Well, today's topic is we resigned from our jobs.
Yes.
And we are moving.
Yes.
That's our topic.
So we are moving, and that's why I found this thing right here. And guess what? It still fits.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you know how you're telling us about Living La Vida Tagalog and our Half Asian Adventure? I watch them all the time. Yeah. Yes. And I watch all the videos, and so yeah, I'm always on the internet looking for new vloggers, and trust me, I watch all of them, even the ones that are kind of like, But yeah, anyway, we watch them all.
So resignation, right? So yesterday we resigned from our full-time job. We actually have we have pretty good jobs here.
We have very good careers here.
Good jobs.
Like we are making the most money we've ever made in our whole lives, and we are walking away from it all.
Yes. So we make pretty good money here
in America,
in the United States.
Yeah.
And to pursue our dreams and to ensure that our kids are we raise our kids, teach them our own lessons,
Yeah.
our morals, our own values, and so that way they can get to know my culture as well. We are taking this leap, and today is Saturday. It is D-Day +1. So D-Day was yesterday. That was the resignation day. Was yesterday, and today we're just packing stuff.
The countdown is on. Honestly, I feel super stressed out.
Yes,
okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, definitely.
I feel like I'm not gonna be able to make it on time.
Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just feel like we have way too much crap. I want to throw it all away. At one point, we were going to take all our stuff with us. And then we decided we're not doing that anymore. And I started giving half of my stuff away. I tried to have a yard sale, but that didn't work out. It's just a waste of my time. And then I'm pretty much just want to like fill up a dumpster and get rid of it all. But then it's really hard to get rid of it because we have a lot of stuff that we've accumulated over the years.
Right. We're going to show you a few cool things here in a little bit. But what else about the resignation? I was kind of, how did you feel about it when you resigned? I mean, like, were you anxious in the beginning, or?
Actually, I wanted to resign like the week prior. I was just like, I just want to get this off my chest.
But I told her no. I said,
he wouldn't let me.
No, we planned it already. Let's go ahead and wait.
And we waited. I made sure that my supervisor knew that I was taking this whole week off because we're moving this week. And she was like, yeah, you're not going to be at work. I understand that. And I was like, okay, cool. Here's my resignation. And I was like, so they can't like try to take away my leave or something.
Yeah. That was the risk, right? Because we turned it in yesterday and we have leave all this week.
We're on leave.
So we don't want our leave pulled. But it feels great. Unfortunately, leaving a great team of people, my unit, this is awesome. And but it's time to go. It really is time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go.
My daughter last night, we were packing up late last night, and she came to the garage.
She looked like she was exhausted because it was late. I was like, y'all shouldn't be up this late. You should be asleep already.
So the garage is a little messy right now because we were packing, and my daughter comes in and she's like, "Can I help?" Right, but she had already showered.
Yeah,
and
it was way past their bedtime.
It was way past their bedtime. All right, we got a question there. Where will you go first? Will you vlog the food places, and where will you vlog?
I think we're gonna vlog a lot of firsts. Like everything's gonna be a first, especially for our children. They are having the toughest time eating anything that looks like interesting. My son doesn't eat vegetables and my daughter doesn't eat meat, and so we constantly it's a battle for the food situation. And we're always telling them like, hey, you're not gonna have these choices over there. Like you're gonna eat way different food. So we're definitely gonna be vlogging. I think honestly, pretty much everything. Like how we like moving in, like what it's like to move from the US to there. Our spending habits, like maybe how it's going, like what our budget is.
Yes, definitely. So we have a little bit of like money saved up. But to answer your first question, where will we go first? Well, the airport that we're going to be landing on is Ninoy Aquino International Airport, also known as NAIA. It's an airport in Manila, and I am very, very anxious. I'm very anxious about how to pack our stuff. So I want things
so it won't get like stolen.
Right? Because we've seen a lot of videos out there of vloggers and YouTubers, their stuff getting stolen. And some of them are getting caught, but then some of them they're not finding out until they get home.
Right? And we're very like the way we inventory our stuff, it's like line by line. We are inventorying everything. We're making copies. We're gonna have a book. We know exactly where everything is, what box has what inside of it. And we're being very meticulous with our travel, with our like packing. So it's gonna just take us a little longer than like, just throwing it all together.
So my initial plan is the first thing we need to do is to get a car, to get a vehicle. I've been looking all over Philippines on how to purchase cars and things like that. But the thing is, it's kind of hard to get those things in place because they want 2 forms of IDs. They want an income source. They want all these things. And currently right now, I don't have, right? One of the things that they request is like a water bill or an electric bill. Well, we're not there right now.
Right.
And then as far as income goes, I'm not going to be working. We're going to be retired when we go to Philippines.
But we do have income from the military.
Yeah, we do have income from retirement?
Okay, so one of the things that you guys ask is, are we gonna make YouTube a part of our income? Heck yeah. Like it, why not? That could be another source of income, sure.
Right. But the thing is, to be honest with you, YouTube is just gonna be it's something fun that we're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
do.
fun.
It's also something to kind of like track what we do, right?
And document for our kids.
Yeah.
So
Like to this is we're moving because of our kids. Right?
yeah.
It's mainly for our family, and I want our kids to be able to look back and be like, wow, my parents took us here, they took us there,
Mhm.
they provided this opportunity for
Yeah.
us. It's great hearing stories from your parents or grandparents, but it's something else totally different from and watching like videos. You know what I mean? Like
I'll tell you
your
right now.
parents like wedding video or something that was
Right.
captured. Those memories that were captured, you know what I mean? They can talk about them for days. And I want our kids to be able to look back and be like, dang, my parents
took me
actually
there.
left,
They
like
left
their
America.
great jobs.
Yeah.
And in order for for them to raise us. So
Yeah.
great question. Yeah, shout out to Money Printer You Stop. Wow. Okay.
Money
What's the next?
Printer never stop.
Never stop. sorry.
That's
My
cool.
bad. Okay. Once you're in the Philippines, your views and subscribers will go up higher than ever before. Well, I think
Yeah,
so.
probably.
I hear that a lot of bloggers their views and subscribers go up because Philippines is all about technology and watching videos.
Yeah, and honestly, everybody's really curious about what's going on in other countries, especially the Philippines, because it's a paradise. But I also know it's gonna be like super hot. I'm not. I've been there before. I've been there plenty of times. So I'm gonna be the foreigner wife, and but I've actually been there many, many, many times, and I lived there for 2 months one time. And then, of course, our children, we've been there for 4 months. Our kids stayed there for preschool for a little bit while we were deployed. So,
hey,
yeah, we've got a lot of experience in the Philippines.
So the first one is a BDU. They used to call it battle dress uniform.
Yeah.
This one
is a desert camel.
Is a DCU, is a desert
during the war.
Yeah, desert camouflage uniform. So,
and it still fits him.
But
that might who's yeah, we were both sergeants overseas during the war.
Iraq was horrible. You know what I mean? What's interesting is we were in Las Vegas last week. We're taking our kids around for their last vacation or whatever. And we were, before you go into the city of Las Vegas, there's these painted rocks on the right side. I don't know what they're called, right? Some artwork, and there's like bright yellow and red and things like that. So we stopped there, and while we stopped, I guess it was 115 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Right? And here it is, right? I'm like, we get out of the car immediately. My daughter's like, oh, it's hot. It's hot. I was like, yeah, that's what do you feel?
And we tell them about the war.
It's like a blow dryer, huh?
Yeah.
And like, so here we are walking the desert, cutting across the fence, right? Going underneath, taking pictures, right? We weren't even there for like 5 minutes, and they were complaining. So on our way back to the car, I was like, look, this is how it was in combat.
Yeah, it's hot like
degrees, this. You add 10 more degrees, and that's how it was in Iraq.
Yeah.
And your parents have both been there. We didn't have no AC.
No
AC. No. You know what I mean? We didn't have nothing like that. No shade. The only shade you have is the vehicle you had. But hey, how do I look though? How do
I look good?
Hey, third ID.
Oh my God.
What's up? I still got. I'm fit. I'm just surprised.
I'll tell you right now.
I thought I got big.
You did get big. Big when we joined, we were out of high school and we were high school sweethearts. We were only 17. So my mom had to like sign the signature for all my papers. Did your mom sign your paperwork too?
Oh yeah.
We had to get parents' signatures.
Yeah, of course. Hey, so you already know I'm Filipino. And in the Filipino culture, there's only 3 things that you can be. Okay. You can either be an engineer, all right, you can be a nurse, or you can join the military. Well, guess what? My mom brainwashed me. She wanted me to join,
be in
the Navy, but I was like,
no, she wanted him in the Navy, but
yes.
I was like, let's go to the Army.
Okay. What
yeah, like what if we're not really good at swimming? We can't be in the Navy.
Oh, see, Robert Morris. Okay, so he is in Las Vegas. Oh man. Yeah,
Oh
we were just there. We were
yeah,
just
we were
there.
just there.
So
We
you
were there
know
for a whole
exactly
week.
what I'm talking about. Those painted
It was
rocks.
hot. It was hot.
It's very hot.
Oh,
It
he's
is very
talking
hot.
about seven mountains or something like that. We
Uh,
went and saw that. You can go and watch a bunch of shorts. We didn't make any longs about Vegas, but we made a bunch of shorts. And it was just like a last vacation with our kids. Like we just really wanted to spoil them. And then mom, she got on the vacation too, so it was great because she got to go and explore Vegas, and also like she helped out with the kids, so it's always really nice.
yeah.
Yeah, so we were able to get a couple nights date in.
Okay.
So
Yes. Let me see. Money printer never stopped. Man, you got more questions. Okay.
no, let me see.
Anything
Oh, he's talking
else?
about fish.
Okay.
Okay,
Are
I'll
you
tell you
going
right
to eat
now,
a lot of fish?
I like seafood.
Okay.
Seafood is great. My kids like salmon. They like fish. You just gotta take the bones out. But they'll eat like seafood and stuff.
Yeah.
Last night we were eating squid.
I had to take the bones out for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little spoiled.
You know what? There was this one time we went to Boracay.
Oh
And
yeah.
I took
Oh my
I took my
god.
mom to Boracay. We went to Boracay for the first time, I think. And my daughter was with us. She was a baby at that point. But there was this guy. I met him. He was a local.
His name
And he
was Strong.
Strong.
Are
Yeah,
we
his
talking about
name-
Strong?
Yeah. His name
Yeah,
was Strong.
he's cool.
And so what this guy did was like he would find people and he would show them around. That's how he made a living.
He's like a
He
tourist,
was a tourist, a local tourist
guide.
And so,
But he's Filipino, and he spoke a bunch of languages. Like he
Mhm.
spoke like 3 or 4 different languages from
Mhm.
the region. Very cool guy. And then
go ahead, tell the story about the water. And
so he took us island hopping,
Mhm.
and so we hired him for the whole time that we were there. I think we were there for like 4 days in Boracay, and he didn't even give us like a price or anything. He's like, come around and you guys pay me what you want to pay me at the end of it, right?
Mhm.
And so he was our tour guide, and he would come pick us up from our hotel every morning, make sure we were safe. He would take us to all the different areas around the like, station 1, station 2, station 3. He was always with us. He made sure we were safe.
Yeah.
He was a really, really cool guy. And he took us on a family boat. We went down to one of the islands that's kind of like,
It was a desert. Like what's like
it's
one
like
of the islands. Yes.
islands. It's not on Boracay.
Boracay.
It's like one of the islands off.
Islands.
We're island hopping, and we get off, and and I had no idea we had just walked into a restaurant.
Yeah. So
And-
he said, do you guys want to go to an island by yourselves?
Oh yeah.
Yes. And so that's exactly what we did. We got on.
Mhm.
He's like, all right, well, I'll take you guys over there. It'll
Yeah.
be nice. All right. And so, but he had a surprise for us.
It was cool.
He has a very good surprise. So as
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
we get there, right, you can just imagine white sand beach. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? The water's so clear.
It was beautiful.
It was just nice. Like you can walk on the sand. But as we go into the like in the woodline area,
Yeah.
there was a few people.
There's like a table.
There was like a table and a few people that were there, and these guys were fishermen.
Yeah,
right?
and they're like,
And they had a table
yeah,
set for us,
like a restaurant.
like a table that they of their catch of the day.
The catch of the day. Yeah. So we
Yes.
sat down, and they're like, it was like you're sitting in an impromptu restaurant. And so they brought out a tray of food, and I was like, I'll take that. And then he picked, like a fish, and I picked a crab.
These guys were still alive. Like the
animals were
like
just
the seafood
caught.
was still alive. They just caught them, and you're like
Mhm.
picking like,
I'll take
and
that
you
one,
get
that
to
one.
tell them what you want them, or like how do you want them cooked.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
get to tell them how I wanted it cooked. They took it back and cooked it, and then I ate it.
So my mom was the one telling him like, oh, I want to cook it this way, I
Oh,
wanna cook it
see,
that
and
way," 'cause
I
they
didn't
were
know his
speaking
mom
a
said
different
that.
language.
Yeah.
And so my mom like picked the octopus.
Oh,
right? And
okay.
so they took it back, and they call it pusit. But they took
Mhm.
it back, they cooked it, and they set the table out in the water, right?
It was
in the
beautiful.
water, like it wasn't
It was
very wavy or anything
It was
like
a
that.
pristine. It was
And-
like a movie.
And we were just eating right there.
Yeah, and I mean, I fell in love with the Philippines all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
let's not talk about the first time you fell in love.
Oh my
with the
God,
Philippines,
we
right?
should though. I mean, we got all day. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to say thank you for your service, Robert Morris, and thank you for your service, Rob Marr.
Rob Marr 40.
40.
Okay, yeah, of course.
He's
Hey.
retired as well. And thank you for the new subs.
Yeah,
you guys.
thank you.
Um,
U.S. Navy. That's my mom wanted me to be in the Navy. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Just, it didn't work out for me. My ASVAB score was too low for Navy.
what happened though? Like, okay, so okay, so I'm not even gonna talk about his ASVAB score, okay?
Hey, I passed. I joined.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say because he wasn't a citizen when he joined. So this is a little secret. He was a Filipino citizen when he joined the military. So he could only do like 4 jobs in the service.
Yes, I could only do 4 jobs in the service, but hey, I made it.
They were like, "Hey, do you want to be a cook?"
No, yeah. So when you go to MEPS, right? My recruiter was like, "All right, man, what kind of job you want?" I was like, "I want infantry." And then this is 9/11, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, "That's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
You don't want to be infantry right now because you're gonna go to war." I was like, "I do. I want to go to war." And he's like, "But you're gonna be in the front lines. You're gonna be fighting." I was like, "I do. I want to go in the front lines. I want to be fighting." But he's like, "No.
Yeah.
You and your girlfriend are joining together,
Yeah.
right?" And he kind of like use that like emotional thing. I don't want you guys to get separated. I don't want you to die before your relationship starts. Blah 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 blah. Well, long story short, right? He put me in as an 88 Mike, which was like the much worse, right? It's much worse than being an infantryman because in an 88 Mike, right? Guess what I was driving? I was driving a Hemet cargo vehicle. I had tank rounds in the back, I had grenades in the back. I had, grenade launchers in the back. I had I had all kinds of stuff.
He would wear the bands of weapons. We have some. He'd be like
7.62. Hey, like Rambo. I was like,
he would look like Rambo. And he'd send me pictures. They're really cute. I still have them.
That's when snail mail happened.
Snail mail back in the day.
Yeah, back in the days.
Let me see what they're talking about here. Says, oh, someone's son is currently serving in the Navy. It's Rob Marr.
Okay,
that's cool.
That's awesome. That's great. I don't want my kids to join the military.
They don't. If they want to, they can, but they don't. They don't have to.
Yes.
I want them to go to college or like just do something. Do something. Be able to make do something with your life, but I'm not gonna force them to join the service.
Yeah, I'm not gonna force them to, because I mean, like when I pull the DCU out, I'm surprised it's not purple, because usually these things turn purple when we're stirring poop.
Oh my God!
Hey,
that's true. That's true.
When you're stirring poop out there,
we tell them about that. We're like, you guys have no idea what your mother and father have had to do.
Yes.
Like, no, you don't need to go to the military. You can go to college. But honestly, like when we joined the service, me personally, I didn't know anything about college. All I knew was like I needed to graduate high school. That was like my only goal when I was young. And so I did graduate, and then it was like, okay, well, what do we do next? And actually, so how we decided to join the military was we were driving, and we actually have a video where we kind of go into depth about it and how we joined. But he looked at me and he says, "What are you doing after the military? What are you doing after high school?" And at that very moment when he asked me, "What are you doing after high school?" we were driving by the recruiter's office, and I looked out the window and I said, "I don't know about you, man, but I'm joining the Army." And then he goes, "Oh, my mom's always wanted me to join the Navy. We should join together." And like we were boyfriend and girlfriend when we were very young, and we hadn't even taken ASVAB tests or anything. Like I wasn't serious about joining the service. But then we started going location to location, and before you knew it, like we signed up and went to the service.
All right, so we're just gonna show you a little.
But yeah, I knew nothing about college.
You digging into stuff, you find old stuff. Look at this. This is what we look like in.
See how? Let me see. It's kind of got like a
blurry.
Oh, there it is. You see how skinny he was? He's so tiny and skinny. And so was I.
That was us. That was us in high school.
Tiny we were when we joined.
So, I was like 115 pounds.
I was only 115 pounds.
Now I wish I weigh 115 pounds.
There's no way we can get to 115.
All right.
Yeah, let me see what else. Are you going to cook more or eat out or do both? Probably do both. we eat out pretty regularly, every day. So, oh my God, he wants me to wear one of my uniforms.
Look,
Okay.
when you have like
Let's see.
old stuff, you know, like
This one. Okay, this is one of the newer uniforms. See, you have like the thing down here.
that's when they started going
So-
Velcro.
so-
I hated the
and then-
Velcro. I want to go back to you know this, but you know.
But this one is very it's very different because it has little things here, you know.
Right.
It's for when you are carrying a child.
So that's her
This is my
maternity
jacket.
uniform with our daughter.
Yeah.
But yes, I wish you in the new uniforms you really can't be tactical at nighttime, right? Because you're like the Velcro and all that stuff,
the Velcro,
right? With the buttons here, you know. I like the buttons. You
Yeah.
know, or maybe they can.
I just
zip
want to
it
know.
up or
I want to
whatnot.
know like how anybody is tactical when they snore. You know?
You
like-
making fun of me?
No,
No,
I'm just saying. There's like
made fun
people.
of me.
No,
Live TV.
there's people in the military who snore, and then like they're giving away their position. Like, you guys wake up. You're not allowed to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
So
here.
Rob Marr, currently serving Navy. That's great. His initial choice picked was the Air Force, but changed his mind. Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Hey.
The Air Force didn't want us either.
They did not want us. Actually, I could have joined the Air Force, but
my
I-
ASVAB score was
I
too
didn't.
low. Okay?
I didn't want to leave him. I didn't
Hey.
want to leave him behind. We had to go in the same service.
Yes.
So-
Yes. ASVAB score was definitely way.
Why are you
too
talking
low.
about your ASVAB score?
I'm just saying,
Oh
I
my
didn't make it. I
God.
didn't make it. You know what I mean?
It's horrible.
Hey, it's all right. I can talk smack because I know who copied my ASVAB test.
Okay. Well, since we're retired, I could talk about it. Back in the day, when we did our ASVAB test, I sat across from him. It was done. It's in the high school. It's back when we did it all on paper, and they put us all into like the auditorium. And I was sitting across from him, and I knew that like our future depended on me passing this test. And we got to the mechanical stuff, and the question said, "Which one is a Phillips screwdriver?" And I had no idea. And so I looked over at him and I was like, "Hey, which one's the Phillips screwdriver?" And he like showed me with his pencil. He pointed it, and I was like, "Okay, so I got that one right." It's horrible. Okay, well, you know, I learned something that day.
Okay. So let me see. What else?
Yeah, he helped me.
Huh.
But who got the higher score?
Yeah, I guess.
I know.
Whatever. Abacadabra.
Oh.
Abacadabra. I wasn't really, this is high school.
Horrible.
What other questions we have there from Rob Marr? His choice. He initially picked the Air Force, but changed his mind. Okay.
Oh,
oldest daughter just graduated
congratulations
college.
on your daughter
Congratulations.
graduating.
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
Math and biology. Your daughter's in STEM. That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about right there.
that's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
hands
we
down.
really hope our children will go to college, finish college, and do something. So,
Yeah.
you know, they can spread their little wings and fly.
Okay, so
So-
Rob Marr, money printer never stop. Are you going to cook more or eat out? Or do
Okay, so
both
the cook in
equally?
our house is actually my husband. He is an amazing cook. I cook breakfast. That's about it. But my husband cooks lunch and dinner. And so we'll probably, you know, eat dinners once in a while at home. But most of the time we'll probably be out doing something, and we'll probably just grab a quick bite to eat.
Yes. So, like I said, initially, honestly, we don't know where to stay yet, right? This question was asked earlier. We're going to go. First plan is go to Manila. We're probably going to eat out there as soon as we get there. My initial plan was to stay there for 2 weeks, approximately, get a car before we go to the province. But once we get to the province, we have to get settled down first. Currently, right now, we're going to be sending all of our stuff through balikbayan boxes. If you don't know what that is, it's basically how Filipinos send goods back home, right? It's like through usually at a Filipino store, you can buy the boxes there, you fill it up, you ship it. As soon as you seal it, what's great is as soon as you seal it, You give it to them, and it gets to your door in the Philippines. Unfortunately, when you ship it that way, it's like it gets shipped on a boat, so it's between 45 days to 60 days before you get your stuff, which is not an issue. But then again, if we're flying on an airplane, we're gonna get there in 14 hours, and so we're gonna get there before our balikbayan is gonna get there. So our pots and pans and things like that, we're not gonna get there yet. So we're gonna be eating out probably the first month. But we're staying with family. My mom has parents in the province of in the Pangasinan region. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but that's gonna be
There's a lot of family for
Mhm.
us.
Yeah, there's a lot of family. There's a lot of family up north too in Ilocos Sur,
Yeah.
and my brother's family also
Yeah.
has
Out in Isabela. So
Yeah.
we've got a lot of family in the Philippines. There's going to be a lot of people to go visit, a lot of different places to go see. And, I think that we'll be really supported over there.
Yeah.
Fully supported.
One thing is that like I grew up in Philippines, right? Like I was born there, raised until I was 11 years old before my family migrated to the United States. But coming from the province, we didn't really have much. We had more than other people, but we didn't have much. So I didn't really get to see much of the country. Like I never went to Mindanao or to Cebu or to Boracay at that
Right.
age. I mean, we probably went to Baguio once, and then I probably went to Manila once. Actually, I went to Manila right before flying on plane. But that's it, just Baguio, and then within the region.
I do remember. So I have his original passport. He only went back to the Philippines. So he left the Philippines when he was 11.
Mm-hmm.
And he went back when he was 18. And the
Yeah.
reason why he went back when he was 18 is because I wanted to go. I was like, I want to go to your country. Take me to Philippines. And so that's the last, like, he went there. That was the first time he went there. And I mean, that was like with a different like he had been working in America, and he was able to afford going and like doing some sightseeing. So when we were in Philippines, that last time, that first time when he was 18, we went to 100 Islands, we went to Baguio. Like they went and took me everywhere. It was so great. And we spent 2 months in the Philippines, but we had to come back because we had to go back. We had to go to the military.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
because we had just graduated high school. We had our delayed entry date. And
so we're gonna be eventually cooking. I like to cook, but if you ask any Filipino family, or everyone has their own recipe. So you go to a different part of Philippines, there's you'll see a different part or this different recipe for adobo, right? Everyone adds sugar, this type of whatever.
Yeah, I
into
can't do
it,
all the sugar,
caramel, whatever.
Sugar is
so
too
it's
much.
like people are adding all kinds of stuff. But that is something that I want to see because I haven't seen it when I was younger. But at the same time, I want my kids to enjoy the province life as well, to be able to wake up in the morning and hear the chickens, right? Go out and feed the chickens. Go out and just like talk to people. There's somebody selling like bread in the morning. That's like
the pandesal guy.
Yeah, the pandesal
Honestly,
guy.
like in our house, we have lizards. Like there's little geckos living on our like ceiling in the house, and then we also have like you can hear the big monitor. And it goes, and like we're like, hey, he's here somewhere. Big old monitor, and it's really cool living in the province because I remember this one time in band camp. No, we got into the room and there was a spider. It was like a big spider, like the size of my hand. And he took his belt off and he tried to hit the spider and it disappeared. We didn't find the body. And we had to sleep in that room. And I was like freaking out because the spider was probably still alive and gonna bite my neck off or something in the middle of the night. I was actually really scared. But we never found the spider after that. But yeah, living in the province is it's cool. I like it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
So this one's not sewn on, but this is the latest and greatest that the military.
What about your Afghanistan one though?
Yeah, they're inside.
The Afghanistan one.
I have an Afghanistan one. The Afghanistan one is the first multicam. They had it's got a little flap
here.
But this one's
These ones have
different.
zippers.
This was when they moved the zippers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It looks like you started wearing extra small.
I kind of look good in uniform, man. Okay.
They used to make the uniforms like really, really big back in the day, and then these ones are like a little bit smaller.
So Robert Morris asked a question, and the question is, how do the kids feel about the move?
Mixed feelings.
And they have mixed feelings. To be honest, we kind of started them on it about like maybe 15 months ago, 10 to 15 months ago, and we're like, all right, guys, we are moving to
the Philippines. Yeah, we've been talking to them
and
about
so,
they have best friends.
Yes, they have best friends that they're definitely gonna miss. But how I told them is like I started telling them about when I was younger. Right? I started telling them stories about. I used to climb trees. I used to wake up in the morning and go catch spiders. I used to, do this. I used to hang out with my friends. We used to play in the street. It would be dark outside, and the only thing that we wouldn't have electricity. Oh, and when a typhoon would hit, it would rain for days. Yeah. And schools would be canceled. And so I started getting them interested in the way I grew up, and they're like, okay, maybe I'll go.
And we've been there before with our children. Our so when our daughter was 4, she was in preschool there, and our son was 3. And so he would be like all sad because he wanted to go to preschool with her, but he would have to stay home. And so like our kids have been to the Philippines before. They just haven't experienced his childhood like because now they're a little bit bigger, they can actually like really experience going to the plaza or going in the market, because they were kind of young when they went.
One of the I know that it's gonna be it was difficult for my son on the last day of school, because he actually got emotional and he cried. He's like, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna see my teachers, and this is gonna be the last time that I am going to see some of my classmates. So when we went there, they got their little yearbook. Initially, D wanted to just buy one yearbook.
Okay, right? You got to dime drop me here.
Total disappointment, right? So we had to go to the office, see if they had an extra one, bought the yearbook. Yeah. And basically, I went around with both my kids to go say bye to their friends, take pictures of their teachers, take pictures with their classmates, their little crush or whatever. Yeah. So they can remember. And but yes, he was very emotional. I know that at that point it was hard for him. So they set up, kind of talked to the best friend's parents, and they're throwing a beach party.
Yeah, we're gonna have a going away for the kids,
so. Which is really great. When you have great kids, they make friends. Make great friends.
And, they've got amazing friends.
Usually the friends that they choose are, they have the same values as you. And we were fortunate enough to kind of meet these group of parents,
and they're amazing.
And they are so amazing. Yeah, they're great.
I've made some really great like mom friends.
Yeah, through our kids. I'm
gonna miss the mom friends. I have such good relationships with all of them.
Yeah,
that's but at the same time, I'm ready for a new adventure. I want our kids to experience the Filipino culture, so we're just gonna have to go try something new.
Yeah, but that's when they're away from their friends, like my daughter last night, she wants to pack, she wants to help out. So that just goes to show that she's ready to go.
Oh yeah, she's always trying to help us pack, and it's cool.
They're actually convincing their grandma. They're like, Grandma, why don't you come?
Why don't you come stay?
Why don't you come stay with us in the Philippines? You can live with us. Let me see.
Let's see. It says, why didn't we rent an apartment or somewhere populated? So we've been to Philippines many times. We usually go like once every 2 to 3 years. The pandemic was actually, we had tickets to go. And then the pandemic happened, so I had to get a refund and all the stuff. And then, so that was the last time we went, was before the pandemic. 2018 was the last time we went to Philippines. And then I had a bunch of deployments. I was deployed to France, and then I was also in Ukraine, and then he was in Ukraine, and then I was in Kuwait. And so like we've been away from our being able to go and visit the Philippines because we've just been too busy with the military. So
Yeah. So that I says money printer never stop. BGC is a good place to live. You know, that's one thing that we actually talked about yesterday. We were watching videos, and
it's an option.
Yeah, it was a couple, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we stay in BGC, or why don't we stay in an area?
We were watching
where it's
Living La
popular?
Vida Tagalog. We were
Right.
watching them.
So there's a like a pro and con.
Yeah,
right?
there is pros and
So
cons.
if we go to BGC, of course our kids are gonna be, you know, they're gonna have the things that they have here now.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have Muay Thai, they're gonna have
Gymnastics.
jiu-jitsu, they're gonna have gymnastics, they're gonna have all these after school programs that they have here
available.
But then at the same time, they're not gonna have the province experience, which is something that I want them to experience. You know, I think there's something about like seeing people plant rice and going out there and in the mud and you know trying to plant rice. You know, I don't know if any of you guys watching have ever harvested peanuts.
Yeah, you
know?
can learn about
Like,
agriculture
yes.
out in the farms and stuff.
Like harvesting peanuts is cool. You it's like you pull out the roots and then there's peanuts. I didn't think that peanuts were roots, but that's exactly what they are. They're roots. And I want them to experience that life, like go to the river and hang out. And I want them to kind of like whoever they go to school with, right?
Yeah.
They after school they get to hang out, you know. In BGC, I don't think that's gonna happen. You're gonna go to an international school. And it's highly unlikely that you're going to be seeing those students, at least the majority of them, at the plaza in town. You know what I mean? In the province, I know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I think that it's more beneficial for our kids to go in the province and then visit like city areas like BGC, like Makati, Manila, Baguio, Cebu. We can visit all these cities, and so they can experience it. But I don't think it's a good idea for us to live
at this
there.
time. I think there's going to be some things that'll kind of like make it where we need to go live in the city. It might be if we can't get internet connection because we want to work online, and if we can't do it successfully from the province, and that would be like one of the reasons why we leave.
Right.
But other than that, there's really no reason for us not to go live in the province for now.
Medical, we'll pick an area where they have medical.
Medical is important. That's true.
Yeah. So the idea right now is to basically, we are 39 years old.
Yeah, we're pretty healthy.
We're pretty healthy.
Yeah.
We're gonna travel right in Asia. We're gonna travel Philippines, all over Philippines. We already have a trip planned for.
For my birthday, my big 4-0.
For her big
4-0. Yes, we do have a trip planned already.
We already have a trip planned. The tickets are bought already. The airfare is done.
Everything's done. No, it's a surprise. Okay, we're going to Malaysia.
I'm such a romantic guy.
He is.
I cook.
Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand.
Yeah.
Phuket. He's taking me for my 40th, and we already got all the tickets and everything. So now I just gotta make it to my birthday.
So for her 40th, I plan to take her to Thailand.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna be visiting a lot of places.
So it'll be cool. Like if you guys stick with us, and you'll see us like going to new locations, just experiencing life, on the other side of the world.
Yes. But now I lost my train of thought. But just to get back to it, right? We're 39, so I'm 39. We're both 39. We're gonna go to Philippines. I want to buy a plot of land. Right?
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it's gonna be in a beach area. If it's in a beach area, you guys will definitely like it, because we'll be inviting people over and be like, hey, come
totally.
On, let's go hang out over here.
People can come and visit.
Palawan is a good place. There's a whole bunch of
there's so much to explore in the Philippines. I have no idea where I want to
but the plan is to build our dream home, right? Like probably like a 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And then Dee has an idea of having the house kind of like we have a pool, and then
like a little mini resort style,
maybe Airbnb. So there's a lot of things that we can do out there. But whatever it is, you guys are gonna follow us.
You can see what
we're gonna
happens.
do. And
honestly, the future's I have no idea what the
Yeah,
future
we
holds.
have no idea. We have none. But at the same time, we want to be able to kind of like enjoy those things when we get to our
Yeah, because we're still young.
60,
So okay,
65, 70 years old.
so here, this is our plan because we are 39 now, and so in 20 years we're gonna retire, like retire, and so we can retire to everything we've worked for over the next 20 years. So that's kind of like the plan. Now somebody says that they are the reason they asked is because they have two Filipino American kids thinking about packing them up and moving. So they're saying, why didn't you get an apartment? No, that
Rent
was
a
somebody
house,
else. He was
okay.
asking, oh, how do the kids feel about it? Is that what it
I
was?
see.
Okay.
So our kids are, you know, they're okay with it.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I always feel like the age is a thing, you know, kids at different ages feel a certain way about moving. I think that they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be able to like learn the language and kind of like assimilate. I think it'll be fine.
Well, I think that I'm gonna oppose that back to you, right? You have two Philam kids and thinking about packing them up and moving them there. Well, let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you about a time in your life, right? When you were 15, 11, 12. What do you remember? You know, and the fondest memories that I have is spending time with family, quality time, and things like that. And if you can do that where you're at right now, then do it. But if that's something that you want to do, like what we want to do is provide our kids with 100% of our time,
Right, more
not
time.
the hustle and bustle, not the rat race, you know, of like having to work. You know, right now we wake up in the morning, we
have
make them breakfast,
such a little
we drop them
window
off
with them.
at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we don't see them again until 4:30, 5 o'clock at night. Like, who is raising our kids right now? I don't want to, you know, I want to be there and pick them up at lunchtime, you know, on their lunch break.
Because and when they're in school, they get out for lunch.
Right. I want to spend in the evening time, as soon as they get home, I want dinner to be ready. I don't want to be cooking dinner. When they're home.
I just got home and now I'm cooking dinner.
I gotta wash dishes. I gotta clean all this.
That's so true.
You know what? It's nice. Like, I don't know. Robert Morris, dude. Do you know how much a maid costs in Philippines? I know. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying.
So a house helper,
a domesticated helper.
Oh, there you go.
Right. It costs. Here we go. If you're in a province, $150. $150.
Yeah.
If you are in BGC, that could be $250, $300, whatever. Okay. But this individual is going to be cooking for you, cleaning for you. They're going to be washing for you, washing your clothes, washing the dishes. They're going to be there to make you coffee. They're going to be there to, you know, help out your kids.
Like there's an assistant in the home.
They're going to help whoever your kids with their homework, language, anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And so that I think that's great. I can't do that here in the US. I can't, because there's no domesticated living people here in the United States. One, and then two, that is way too expensive.
The cost of living in America is insane. Yes. Like, okay, you know, it's just super high. We wouldn't be able to hire someone. The people we hire, we'd have to pay like $30 an hour to come and clean or help around the house. And so I'd be like working just so I could pay for them. And then it's just like, I don't know. There's just a lot of, it's just too hard to try and live that kind of lifestyle where you can give your kids all your attention, without other things falling to the wayside, right? You know, like dishes or laundry or anything.
Robert Morris, when my kids go to school, you know what I mean? I want to go to the gym.
Oh yeah.
I want to read a book. I want to go shopping. When my kids are with me, I want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
I want to know about their day. I want to help them with their homework. I want to, you know, inspire them, build something with them, you know. But how I live my life now is not that. I have to get the clothes ready. There's like a folding laundry day weekend, a folding party on the weekend,
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
get everything
party, yeah.
ready. I don't want to do that. I think that those times are very important, very critical. And right now my son comes up to me and he says, look, Papa, I flipped the coin. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh man, that's great, son. Let me just work on this progress note real quick. I'll be right there. Or he's gonna be like, oh, Papa, can we play video games today?
Mhm.
And he's so passionate about it. And he's like, come on, I wanna. I was like, oh, you know what, son, I have to make this phone call real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I don't. And I think
Mhm.
that many parents out there feel the same way that I do. You
Yeah.
know what? I didn't think that I was gonna feel this way as a parent. You know what I mean? When before you have kids, you're like, how can
Oh,
I
yeah.
ever love someone else more than my significant other? Right? I can't do that. And that's one of the things that we ask while someone was getting baptized into the Catholic Church. But how can you love someone else? And one of the answers that they gave us was very beautiful. Do you remember the answer?
Yeah, your heart makes room for more.
Yes,
love.
exactly. And now I love my kids more than I love my wife.
That's true. That's true.
That's I do. I would
So-
give my life for
For our children,
for
of
our children,
course.
yes.
So there's 4 people in here, or I think one of them is your phone, but we need to get the likes up. So let me see. Let me see.
Oh,
if I can do that.
yeah.
Okay, there goes a like. And then also, I was gonna say, it says, "Do you want to homeschool your kids?" Okay, now.
No, not homeschooling the kids, because I think that there is the social interaction is very important, right? And in order, homeschooling the kids is great, right? Because you can control the knowledge, but in elementary school, what are they learning? ABCs. They're learning the culture, social skills, but we are going to get tutors for them because we want them to get in arts. Right. We want them to learn the piano, violin, guitar, things like that. So at the same time, we're probably gonna get a tutor to help somebody.
Me? So I could go shopping. I understand some Ilocano and Tagalog. I do. And
she's gonna be taking notes in the back. Okay, that's how you say it. That's how you write it. So we're gonna have a tutor at the house teaching the kids how to read, how to write,
and
how to speak the language, and then she's gonna spy on them in the background taking
so
notes.
I can learn.
Right. So I think it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so there's a few options. I think what we're gonna try to do is put our kids into the local school and see how they do. And if they do well, then awesome. If they take off and they learn it all and all that. If we need to hire a tutor, then we'll do that and we'll help them that way. If it turns into us having to homeschool our kids, I've got no problem homeschooling our children. I just want to give them an opportunity to try learning in the other culture, because it's easier to learn a language when other kids are talking to you in that
assimilating
language.
Into culture.
So
yes. So Rob Marr says, well, actually, Rob Morris, right? So if you are,
it's Rob Marr.
No, Robert Morris. If you are planning to take your kids, Robert Morris is right there.
Oh, hey guys. There's oh wow.
Yes, there's Rob Marr, Robert
Morris, Robert Marr. Okay.
So Robert Morris, if you are if you're planning to think about it, all right, do your research. Make sure that your significant other is bought into it.
Yeah, I gotta be on board.
And the thing is, just know yourself, know your family, and if it goes along with what you do and you have enough funds to be there, I mean, you don't need much, right? People are living in BGC with $3,000 a month.
Right.
Imagine what you can do with that in the province.
Right.
Just imagine what you can do with that in province. You can rent out houses for like $250, $300. If you have a side hustle here in the United States, or if you already have an income, or if you're already retired or whatever it is, like us, then you know what, go for it. So next question is Rob Mar 40. If you move to the province, be prepared for brownouts and unreliable internet, lack of shopping, and poor infrastructure. Hey, hey, I totally agree with you. That's why the first thing that we need to have is a car, because if the province,
so we can go somewhere.
If the province is having a brownout or whatever, we can always go to the city.
Yeah.
Go do an Airbnb. You know, visit other sites and
yeah.
Like
we don't
that.
have to stick around the area. We can go do something.
I totally agree with you. I grew up with a lot of brownouts, and during those brownouts, it was, for me, it was fun, because that is the time that all the kids in the town go out in the middle of the street and they play hide and seek. They play like tag. They play all kinds of games out there in the street, because there's in the province, there's not that many cars coming through. At least when I was growing up, it's what's up, son? You want to say hi? Yeah, come here, come here, come here, come here.
No. I want to play
Yes.
football.
Okay. So, babe, we packed it already. We packed your football.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, even on the brownouts, I think that I've got more memories in Philippines when there was a brownout than when there wasn't, because like if the light is on, you get to do all kinds of other stuff. But my daughter went to Philippines for 4 months, and she actually went to kindergarten there, or a pre-K. And she went to a Montessori school, so we've already dealt with that. We have internet in the province. I can't remember if it was Globe that we went with or Smart, but we had home internet. We had a TV back then. That was 2018, 2017. Netflix was streaming at the and multiple
we have
electronics,
Netflix.
and so it was all good happening at the same time. So I think for as far as internet connectivity, we're gonna be good. But like I said, I'm gonna buy a car, and we can always leave the province area to go somewhere else, a city where they have electricity, and we can do something else.
We don't have to
we don't have to sit around and
being bored.
Yes,
we can go do stuff.
So that's the answer to that. No homeschooling the kids. No, we already answered that. So lack of shopping, it's okay. It is
we don't even shop now.
we really don't.
We have too much stuff. I'm always trying to get rid of things, and more is less. Less is more.
So that is why the poor infrastructure, I totally agree with. That's why we want to build a house, and of course, that house, the property is gonna have, we're gonna probably gonna have a deep well. We're gonna have solar panels. I want to have a generator backup, and all these things, so that way our kids are gonna be set. So the idea is our kids are gonna go there for elementary school, and then middle school, and then part of high school, we're gonna return here to the United States, because I want them to assimilate back into the U.S. Culture, as far as like high school goes, before they actually go into college. I don't want to bring my kids back and then set them up to go to college when they don't have an understanding of how kids are or how people interact with each other in high school. And so maybe leave and go to Philippines for 5 to 7 years, travel around Asia, come back here in high school, allow the kids to enjoy high school sports, football, basketball, track, cross country, all those team sports.
But I always say, you never know. You never know. We might decide that we want to stay there long term.
Or we might just stay there for 6 months, because they're like, oh well,
it's too hot.
Like brownouts, it's gonna be too hot.
Who knows? I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
So it just,
one thing I've learned about planning in the military is the first thing that goes out the window is what you plan for, right?
Yeah, totally.
Actually, that's why you have plan B, plan C, and you always react to what's happening in front of you, right? You just have the mission statement. As long as you know the mission statement, then you can accomplish the goal. And the mission statement right now, our mission is to go and raise our kids in our way.
Yeah, and give them an opportunity to learn about their culture.
Yes.
Yeah. He's talking about American fast food places we should try and record our reactions to them. See if we You guys want to see our reaction? That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We can
Okay,
definitely
okay.
go.
Sounds good.
I know I did a video on like asking my kids what they liked more, Jollibee in America or McDonald's. And my kids like McDonald's more. So yeah, I don't know. You can look around and try to find our video. It's
Yeah.
a short, I think. And then
reaction. Okay, sounds good.
medical
so
care.
have you tried balut before?
I've had balut before.
She's had balut before. Right, she's had balut.
I'll try it again.
Yeah. So, but
it's just a little birdie inside a.
You've never tried snake? Have you ever tried snake?
I won't eat snake.
I've tried snake.
I'll eat frog.
Yeah. Okay. So she wants to try the frog.
I'll eat insects. Look, okay, I'm a survivor.
Yes.
I'll eat stuff.
But I want her to try it's called maalat, which is like a salty egg. And it's usually it's what I've eaten when I was younger. And usually what happens is like the salty egg is like boiled already and it's hard, but you cut it up, you put it in tomatoes and it makes the tomato salty, and that's what you eat with the rice. I grew up eating that. I want her to try that.
Sure.
So
I'll eat it all.
Okay. Medical care is important more in the Philippines.
You're saying we gotta
TRICARE
switch to TRICARE overseas.
Than US. Sign up to select and register to TRICARE overseas prior to move is essential. Thank you. Did we already sign up for TRICARE for overseas?
So we haven't signed up for TRICARE overseas because we're still in the States. But all it takes is like one little phone call, and it doesn't matter where we are covered, whether it be through TRICARE or the VA, he and I. Yeah. And then with our children, yes, I do understand that we're gonna have to switch everything over. That's fine. But we have the TRICARE for retired personnel. So
yes,
we
so
don't
we're good.
We don't worry about any of that.
Yeah, we don't worry about medical stuff. And the thing is, I think they have what's called Phil
Health as well. Like we can even get Phil Health.
It's not that expensive.
It's like $20 a month.
So that's,
and I do understand. I've been talking to typing emails, not emails, little chats with Dazzle TV, and they were telling us about how he uses TRICARE, and it was like 25% you have to pay up front, and then TRICARE will cover 75% of it. So I really like. How many years has it been since I've been to the doctor? I never go to the doctor, so I don't really think I'm gonna need any kind of medical care. I think I'm okay.
Yes.
And we're fine. We're covered by the VA and everything.
Okay, so Money Printer Never Stop says Pizza Hut or Domino's Pizza. I would love you to react to those in the Philippines. Definitely. All right, definitely. It's one of the things I've said before. I think I've said it in one of our videos. It's like, oh, we're not gonna have pizza, right? And then someone is like,
you guys are very critical.
You guys are very critical. They have pizza in Philippines. I'm like, I was thinking in a province, but yes, they have pizza in like BGC and Makati and Manila and the big cities like that, but not in the province, So yes, we'll try those things. And Rob Mar,
yeah, we'll definitely let you know how it goes for sure.
Says your military experience will serve you well in the Philippines.
Yes,
definitely. Yes. Always learning. Learn from the environment, right?
I can tell you right now.
I like that. Don't reinvent the wheel.
Okay, so like what I hear is one of the shows I was watching was like using the toilet was like a shock. Like how the toilet situation is in the Philippines. I'm like, I've been deployed, and I can tell you right now, toilet situation, not a problem for me.
Rob Mar, TRICARE Select is the plan, and TRICARE Overseas the region. That's correct.
Okay.
There are preferred and certified providers in Philippines. Hey, Rob Mar, are you in Philippines right now? Are you in Philippines right now?
We will definitely. I've looked online at the website to see which providers are preferred. There's some really close to where we live. There's at least 14, 15 providers in our area. So I'm not worried about it at all. Like the whole medical thing, I feel really confident about.
Yeah. So let me see. Money Printer Never Stops says, will we get a home tour? So as far as when we get there, probably not. We don't want people know where
We
we're
don't want
staying.
anybody to know where we're
Yeah,
staying.
yeah. Just for tactical purposes.
Yeah.
We don't want
We don't want
people to know
anybody
where we're
like
staying.
knowing where his mom's house is.
Yeah, so
you
I think that
know?
we're gonna be vlogging a lot about the places that we
like the
visit.
region.
If the kids, we stop by and like teach our kids about farming for a little bit and what we
Mhm.
see. Yes, but as far as our home base, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. That's
where
gonna be
we live.
very
No.
discreet. That's
Yeah.
yeah. And what will your car be in the Philippines? So of course, Philippines rains a lot. I think that what I'm thinking in my mind, they have a Ford Ranger Raptor. It's like
Mhm.
a smaller version of the Ford Ranger Raptor here in the
Mhm.
US. But somebody doesn't want a truck. She wants an SUV.
I mean, I don't care. I'll go with you wherever.
So we might get an SUV. Right now, I'm looking into the Nissan Terra 4x4, or like maybe a Ford Everest.
Actually, I was
a
thinking
Toyota
about getting one
Fortuner.
of those big vans, like getting a big seater so we can put all our luggage and all the people in it. But
That's true. She wants that, but for me, I think especially that we're going to be traveling a lot in Philippines, we need 4x4. I don't want to get stuck during a monsoon or a typhoon or just on the side of the road. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to put my family at risk, especially when we're going to be visiting places that we have never been before.
Mhm.
Some remote places and some remote areas that have beautiful beaches, like untouched and never been visited in the past.
I honestly think we should, look at a Filipino map and then just kind of go visit all these different places and go see the country. Take our time.
Wow, Rob Mar, that's awesome, man. You guys are building an apartment building. Wow, that is so cool. That is great.
That's really awesome.
That's cool. Maybe one day, man, I'm gonna hit you up when I'm like, all right, hey Rob Mar, how did you do it? What contractor? But you know what? That would be cool. I mean, we're planning to build a house. I don't know what province you guys are at, but we're gonna be in Pangasinan. I'd like to see if we can get some quotes for the house that we're building in Philippines.
We need
that would be great.
We need to work with somebody or something. And our son, he's walking around.
I found a penny.
Oh, nice. Go put it in your piggy bank.
Oh.
All
right, baby.
The first green one that I've ever found.
First green penny he's ever found.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've been on for about an hour and we just wanted to say hello. Thank you for watching our channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're going to keep continuing to try and build our channel and also continue to put more content out. So thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Carpe diem. See you today.
Yes.